Hello, my name is Murli Medapati. Today we are introducing you to behavior driven development. Behavior driven development is a popular methodology of software development. The main idea of choosing BDD for development process is breaking the communication barrier between business and technical teams. In simple terms, before build of project, QA and programmers and sit together and analyze the requirements and start writing user stories in common words and terms that can be understood by people for whom we are building the software and should be understood by developers. Codeception. This is why it is common to talk about BDD in context of test frameworks like Codeception. In this video, we are going to automate Salesforce CRM order module with BDD methodology. Firstly, we are going to know how we can write user stories in Gherkin. In that, we can go through in detail about features, scenarios, and then how to translate those scenarios into actual code implementing the feature. Now we will have a quick look through orders module in Salesforce. Firstly, the account name, order start date, customer authorized by, contract number must not be null values. Secondly, account name must be matched with account details, which is there in accounts. Secondly, customer authorized by must be matched with contracts details which already had been created. And company authorized by must also be matched with contracts details which already been created. This is how Gherkin's features are written. Here we can see future orders. In that we can see in order to create a new order as a Salesforce user, I need to have a valid data. This is the feature which is created, and for this feature there are two scenarios which is written here. One is the first scenario is try to create orders with valid data, and the second scenario you can see here is try to create orders with invalid data. And for these two scenarios there are different data tables, where this is a data table where two test cases has been written. In those two test cases we have given a valid data for the first scenario so that new orders will be created, and for second scenario in this data table we can see order start date is null and customer authorized by rack is wrong input value. So we have given a wrong value here, so we have to test these two test cases with second scenario and see whether new order will be created or not. So it must not create a new order, and it has to show a error message of invalid data. So if it is shown invalid data, that means two test cases has been passed and they have not created any new order. Using the test case, see. Now data is populated into the fields. Now the second scenario with trying to create orders with invalid data. Now this is going to be executed. So the first one is passed here. You can see the pass. I do. Now the second one is started to execute. The second scenario is for invalid data. So that's why you can see the error message invalid data. So I have given two test cases. So those two test cases are being executed now. See, for the first test case, it is written I have seen all the error messages. So now the second one, see, second one also has the same error message. So both the test cases has been passed. That means we have given invalid data and we expected them to give this error message. Review all error messages below to correct you. So these two are also has been passed. Thank you.